Today's guest is a gentleman I actually connected with on LinkedIn. It was probably about 4 or 5 years ago. He started a company called RDL Construction in 2012, approximately 8 years ago. And I have since done business with him on a few projects. Ron Lind, welcome to the show.
Thanks. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. Glad you're here. We were trying to get this set up for a little bit now, and we had it set up for New Year's Eve, and I had some technical issues. I apologize.
All right.
But I'm glad we were able to set it up now.
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
Yeah, your story is a great one, and I just want to go back to how you got to where you're at today. You were actually a helicopter mechanic in the U.S. Army National Guard, correct?
Correct.
And how long were you in the National Guard, or are you still?
8 years. 8 years, from 2008 to 2016.
Okay. And you were working on Blackhawks,
Correct.
too, right?
Yep.
That's really cool. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I basically did all the maintenance. I was a 15 Bravo out of Lakehurst.
Okay.
So anytime something came up, repair it on the engine, the actual physical engine, we did it.
Very cool. Very cool. And then you actually started Construction Profile, a networking platform. Can you talk a little bit about that and what that's all about?
I originally launched it a little while back, but I didn't like the full outcome, how it was being presented. Basically, it's a networking app that allows you to hire general contractors, subcontractors, skilled trade individuals directly through an app or website. So if I'm doing work out of state, I search the zip code and you get a bunch of different skilled individuals.
Interesting.
Whether you're looking for a GC, kind of like an Angie's List, but just different as far as the terms of being able to simplify your search. If you got a small project at home, a little spackle touch up, you don't want to have to hire a general contractor for a small little item. So it allows you to, simplify your search based on the area you're doing the work. As well as for us on job sites, we always have material left over. This allows you to post extra job material for people to either buy, transport, and sell. So.
Got it. And I also read that you get to show, I guess, the subcontractor or individual's work. You
Correct.
get to see examples of their work. How does that work exactly?
So imagine like Facebook, how you post like pictures on a daily basis. So you're able to create a profile, post individual projects that you're currently working on. So if I'm an owner and I'm thinking about hiring you, I'm able to go to your page, look at the work that you've previously done, your certificates, whether you're certified plumber, certified electrician, whatever trade you're specifically in, and see what you've done in the past before hiring you, instead of just, mostly it's word of mouth. You don't really get to see what they're doing. You have to go to their website. Some people don't even have websites. If you're hiring just an individual for the day, a carpenter, say, for the day, you're able to go to his page and see what he's previously done before him showing up to your house.
How is there a validation process? Like when they post something, how do you know for certain that that's something that they've done? Like who validates?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, that's part of the reason why I stopped. Well, not just because of the fact that my construction company is so busy, I haven't had the time. So what was happening is I had a company out of India do the website and the mobile app. Well, the time differences there is, way different. So by the time I could do my Skype meetings with them to go over my app and website, it'd be 1 o'clock in the morning.
Gotcha.
So it was just too tough for them to fully see my vision. So I kind of stopped it in its heels right now, just to, regroup. I'm working with another company in Marlton right now to get this up and running again.
Awesome. No, I think it's a great idea. I was just curious about it when I read up on it. No, good stuff. And you actually went to Camden County College for a couple years for business management. How
Business
was,
administration. Yeah.
okay. How was that experience?
Honestly, in high school, we did a lot of electives. So I did an accounting
Hmm.
elective. And I feel like my first year at Camden County College, it was just reiterating what I learned
Got it.
my senior year of high school in my accounting classes. So
Hmm.
um, I did 1 year of it. And I said, I learned enough that
Hmm.
of what I wanted to. I feel like on the job training was going to benefit me more.
Sure.
And I stopped going after that.
So was it transferable to what you're doing now with your business? Did it help you at all with your business going to college? I mean, I know it was
Uh,
only 1 year, but
Somewhat, I guess some of the accounting things I took from it and business
uh,
things I took from it. But honestly, just picking people's brains have really helped me throughout this process.
sure, sure. And let's get to that process, where you're at today. RDL Construction. RDL is an interior and exterior metal and wood framing company. They also do ACT, which is acoustical ceiling tile, drywall, install of door frames and hardware, toilet accessories, even FRP. Basically, Ron's company is an open shop company that performs a complete commercial carpentry package. And me as a GC, as a construction manager, that's what's nice about what Ron's doing, and other carpenters that do it in the business that take on a complete package. And Ron, I got to tell you, man, there's not too many open shop companies that I know that do what you're doing, which I think is a big reason why you're thriving. You're handling a complete package for a GC, and like I said, your company's doing really well. And talk a little bit about how you got into carpentry, why you chose the carpentry path.
So my father, when I was younger, owned a steel stud construction. It was a kind of similar. I don't think he did as much as we do now, but he concentrated on more of just the metal framing and drywall.
Mm-hmm.
And I would do work for him here and there, summers, and I like building stuff. I like dealing with different people on a daily basis, seeing different projects, from start to finish. And I just knew there was a good opportunity to make some decent money in here and just build something that hopefully one day my kids take over. So.
No, awesome. Awesome. And now you're 8 years in. Tell us a little bit about what you're willing to share, the size of your company, employees, volume, how you're doing.
So this year we did just under 16 million. We have
Fantastic.
roughly 35 employees, but between my guys and subcontractors, we have between 100 to 200 guys going on a daily basis. We do work New Jersey, PA, Delaware, Maryland. We went as far as Virginia before, depending on our clients and what they want, we try to make arrangements to make it work. So as far as work, we're doing New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, New York, PA. We're looking into the Florida market now. A lot of our clients
Awesome.
are starting to go out there, so we're trying to follow them there. We've gone to Virginia to do work. Basically, we kind of follow our clients, and wherever they're willing to go, we're willing to go.
No, awesome. Awesome. And I had no idea you were doing that kind of volume in 8 years, man. Congrats.
Thank you. I
That's
appreciate it.
really, really great, man.
It hasn't been
Great.
easy, man. There's a lot of growing pains, but I found myself, you put a good team together, and you build around that team, it works wonders. You got to put trust and faith into the guys you hire and allow them to flourish.
Absolutely. And communication, right? And sir, you're very service oriented, which that's huge. And let's circle back to LinkedIn and just the power of LinkedIn, the marketing tool that it creates. I mean, that's how I met you. That's how we connected for business to business, relationships and just businesses doing business with other companies. I think LinkedIn is the place to be. And your post on LinkedIn, talk about what that has done for your company.
Honestly, my two biggest clients right now have come from LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And it has been a huge opportunity for me. When I first started, posting on there, I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
It's just like, kind of like Facebook. I didn't think I would get too much out of it, but I continued at it, interacted with everyone that would interact to the post. And, I've got a ton of business from LinkedIn.
Yeah.
It's worked wonders for me.
Yeah, but I know you have. We talked about it before, and we talked in detail on how to, post and you've been out posting me, man. You've been doing well.
Right.
Yeah.
It's one of my
And
many things. I might need to hire a media guy sooner or later to keep up with all this like you.
I got to tell you, it would be a good idea. It would be a good idea. I mean, yeah, I'm doing my own stuff, but just to put yourself out there and how you're growing and just kind of show people, what you're all about and just be transparent. It's a
Well, I
great
think
tool.
people understand too, like other companies, and you're not going to go post stuff online for everyone to see
Yeah.
if you aren't who you say you are.
Yep.
You know,
Yep. No, I love it. And speaking of that, let's talk about a little issue which I just wanted to talk about. You had a little recent union issue where
oh, they're still out there.
they're
If I
still
if
out
I
there.
took this computer and brought it down the street, they're still out there. I actually the guy that's picking it out there, his name's Ed.
Mm-hmm.
The day I actually made my own sign. I was so aggravated that I made my own sign, stuck
Mm-hmm.
my sign next to their sign, and picketed with them for a day. And we picked each other's brains, and
Yeah.
it was we had a good conversation, and
Yeah.
we actually keep in touch now. I mean,
No, they're good guys. They're doing what they got to do, but tell them what your sign said, because I saw the post on social media. What did your sign say?
it said shame on local 266, I believe, for harassing a veteran-owned business
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
veteran-owned
I
company.
thought that was a pretty professional, response. But hey, the owner hired you to do a job and you're just trying to eat like everybody else, right? I
Yeah.
mean,
It was funny when I did it because they're like, in 40 years, we've never had someone picket our picket. And of all things, they were highly surprised that the owner of me, who's 33 years old, was the actual one who was picketing. They thought I
yeah,
just sent somebody out there to go
right.
picket them. So
No,
they were. I think
I
I gained some respect in that terms.
no doubt. And I thought it was an ingenious response and the post on LinkedIn, you sharing that, I thought it was good. I thought it was
I
good.
believe it got like 15 or 16,000 views. So
Did it get that many? Wow.
yeah, you know, I figured it would be a good opportunity to take the bad with the good and use it as an opportunity to promote my
Love it.
company in a positive way
Absolutely love it. No,
when
nice
they're
move.
trying to promote it in a negative way.
Yeah. Yep. Got it. No, nice move by you. Talk about COVID-19 and how that's impacted your company, if at all.
So fortunately, like I said, we have a great client base, so we were able to keep guys busy throughout this. My main thing that I noticed was payments coming in slower,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't the GC's faults. A lot of these are bank funded projects that, because everyone's working remote, the time frame for, checks to get mailed and signed and reviewed, it just made it prolonged to where,
Mm-hmm.
normally you're getting paid 45 to 60 days, it drug it out to 90 to 120 days.
Mm-hmm.
So financially, the money came in slower, but we were able to keep everyone on staff. We actually hired some people throughout the COVID. We had a couple big projects that got waivers. And so the main challenge was just, being able to get masks at first, but I reached out to some of my contacts
Mm-hmm.
to get everyone the proper PPE to be able to be on the job site for one.
Yep.
Bring it to my guys' attention that, this is serious,
Mm-hmm.
if they feel sick, to stay home. And
Yep.
fortunately for my guys, they've been with me pretty much from day one. So, not too many people took advantage of, they get a little cough and they're like, I need to be out for COVID. They were honest about it. And,
Mm-hmm.
if somebody was sick, they got tested. You
Yep.
general contractors, I give you guys a ton of credit as far as taking people's temperatures,
Mm-hmm.
making sure that everyone has the proper, face mask on and gloves and, hand wash stations and
Yeah.
porta johns getting cleaned out every day. You guys did an excellent job.
Yeah.
on
CDC
your end.
guidelines. Yeah. The guidelines and each state was a little different too. And yeah, you just have to follow it. You have to follow it. No, great. And I wanted to ask you too, do you do any residential or is you just all commercial these days?
We do some residential for like our clients or our clients' custom basements, We don't
Okay.
do a crazy amount,
Yeah.
but,
You're so busy
you know,
commercial.
if a client asks for us to take care of one of their clients or they need something done on their specific house,
You'll
we'll go
knock
in
it
and do
out.
it.
Got it. Got it. No, good stuff. So what are you working on right now? What's getting you really excited? What projects have you landed? Talk a little bit
So
about that.
this year coming up, well, I guess this year is now, but we have a lot of stuff on the books, which is promising considering the whole COVID. You would think jobs would be either getting canceled or delayed. So we have a promise in 2021. We have a bunch of senior livings coming up, pharmaceutical, self-storage, Dollar Generals. We probably do 30 of them a year. They're smaller projects, but they're nice projects, 5-day in and out projects. So we got a lot on the books
Okay.
coming up for this year. And, it's exciting to see that, even with COVID, these jobs are still moving forward.
That's good news to hear, man. Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks like it's thriving. We certainly picked up some more work here in 2021, but certainly got a little slow for us in 2020. That's because didn't really know where we were heading with COVID. But I think with the vaccines now, that's kind of helping and giving some people comfort level.
Absolutely. One thing I noticed probably that might change a little bit is the retail sector, and office fit outs might slow down a little bit, but
No, I certainly can see that too. Yeah. No, I agree.
self-storage has been huge for us this year.
I see your post, man. Yeah. Tons of it. No, I get it, man. And what are you passionate about outside of work, like your hobbies?
Uh, Sports, fishing, family. My family's number one. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for them.
Yeah.
My goal in life is to give them a good life to live and hopefully one day pass this on to my children.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Excellent.
football.
What
I like
sports?
sports. I love sports. I play in a men's basketball league.
Okay.
I golf. I'm not the greatest golfer. I attempt to golf, I should say.
We all do.
Anything that's competitive, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I can certainly relate, man. Certainly relate. So if someone wants to get into construction, what would your advice be on how to do so?
Learn from the bottom and work your way up before you make the transition. It's hard work.
Mm-hmm.
It's extremely hard work. And if you're not willing to put it in, don't open your own business.
Yeah.
When I first started, I started with me and 3 guys. I would work all day, get home, bid at night to probably 1 a.m. and do it all over again.
Yeah.
I look back now and I'm like, I don't know how I possibly did what I did with the amount of sleep I got on a daily basis.
Yeah.
But if you're willing to work hard, it will benefit you.
Yeah.
Take care of your clients.
Yeah.
As much as a relationship me and you could have, or I could have with another client, a relationship can only go so far. You have to understand that. If you aren't performing on your end, that relationship's going to go out the door.
Yep. I agree.
I could be best friends with you and you can give me a job. If I'm not performing, there's no way you're going to give me another job or even back my company to get another job.
It's business. Yep. Yep.
Performance is everything. If you get a new job, if you're able to work weekends, work weekends. If you're able to work extra hours, work extra hours.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go back to the client and say, hey, I need extra money. Just do it. They'll appreciate it and it'll get you more work in the long run.
No, I love it. Well said.
One thing I try to do on every job in the beginning is work that first Saturday. Nobody's there. You're able to be more productive. It gives the guys overtime. And by the time that super comes back Monday morning, he's like, holy shit, look what just got done.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes you look good and you're ahead of the game.
No, that's great. Nice approach. Yeah. And that's on the business end. Obviously those first couple of years, your startup, that's the toughest, trying to build your business, right? The sleepless nights, the anxiety, what are you doing? Thinking about, going back, quitting. I'm sure you had all those feelings because we all do.
So as far as growing pains, we've either doubled or tripled in size these last couple of years. So, as far as financially, you had to be smart with your money. once you got that first big check, not go out and buy a boat or a brand new truck.
Yeah.
Use that money to continue to build your company and hire the right staff you need to be able to grow properly.
But just that was in regards to if you want to start your own business, obviously the startup world, that how challenging that can be, as you shared. But if you just want to be a worker, just talk a little bit about, if you want to get into construction, what would you recommend someone do?
I mean, just work hard every day.
Yeah.
Your boss is going to realize it. Don't be a robot. That's what most people get into, as far as like, they do the same thing every day. They don't ask questions. They don't want to learn. Ask questions. People want to teach other people. If you're willing to learn and improve, your salary is going to get moved up. Your boss is going to notice it, and you'll grow throughout the company. If you want to be a robot and do the same thing every day, not want to improve yourself, you're never going to succeed in a company.
Yeah.
Your main goal should be every day, what else can I learn? What can I learn to be able to make the company more money, so my value is more, to be able to get paid more of what, get paid the salary you want to get paid. If you're not making the company money, then there's no justification of you getting paid. And that's how I did it when I was younger, for working for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to learn as much as possible, ask as many questions, even if I was annoying.
Yeah.
I would ask a million questions. And I understood, as a business, in order to get paid more, my value needs to increase to the company. In order to do that, I needed to be able to do multiple things. And I think my employees are a great example of that. I mean, for us to be the size we are, I have one office manager, 2 estimators, which I do a lot of estimating myself.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 4 office personnel running a $16 million company.
That's lean.
But a lot of these people, my team, are doing multiple things. They're not just estimating. They're doing a little project management. They're doing a little material takeoff. My office manager, she wears 4 hats, but allows us all to grow as a company and all make good money.
Now, you being an owner, looking at your employees and your workers, how important to you as an owner, business owner, is positive attitude with your personnel?
I mean, it's extremely important. Nobody, as far as a super on a job site, if you were to have a super on a job site and to see one of my guys just be miserable all day, it's tough for everyone to work together.
Yeah.
They got to have a positive attitude for anything. For even if the electricians are there, it's extremely important. The way I see it too is, when they show up to the job site, the more you're productive during the day, the faster the day goes. I've been in the field many times, and I still go out to the field many times just to show these guys I could still do what they're doing now, and to prove to them that I could do exactly what they're doing, but more.
Well, you're still
just
young.
So they understand I'm not a guy behind a desk.
Yeah, got it.
But, positive attitude, and part of that is my responsibility, making sure I'm paying them fair wages, making sure I'm taking care of them for holidays, making sure I'm, just on a daily basis communicating with them and making sure they feel part of the team. And I think that's why I had a good return on all my employees, because, they feel like they're part of RDL. They don't feel like they're just an employee. Any one of them can come to me and talk to me. They all have my cell phone number. I've always taken care of my employees. If they ever had an issue at home or needed to borrow money, I've always taken care of my employees. Without my employees, I am nothing.
I love it. Well said again. And Ron, what you're doing, man, it's nothing short of amazing. Congrats.
Appreciate it.
I'm proud of what you're doing, man. I love following you on social media, and I will continue to do so. And we're going to look to do some more business together for sure.
Absolutely.
And again, appreciate you coming on, taking the time, sharing your story. If you want to let the listeners know how to contact you and give your company information.
Yeah, so you could reach out to me through my website, rdlconstructionllc.com, via email, Ron Lind at rdlconstructionllc.com. Either of those 2 ways are great to reach out to me, and let me know.
And social media wise, I know you're on
Oh, so
LinkedIn.
social media wise, I got Facebook,
Mhm.
RDL Construction LLC, you just put in the search. I have Instagram, RDL Construction LLC, LinkedIn, Ronald Lind, you search there and you'll see me there as well.
Good stuff, man. Thanks again. And
No, thank you. I appreciate you having me on and I look forward to 2021 with you.
yeah, me too. Thanks again, and have a good rest of the week, buddy.
You
Talk to you
too.
soon. See you.
Thanks.